All rise. Support court with Judge Vanderby is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1064, Adams case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Adams?
Yes.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I've decided that I need a little more money a month with the child that we have, so that's why I'm here.
All right. So currently, how much are you receiving?
I think it's about minimum wage.
Okay, so about what, $213 or so,
Yeah.
something like that?
Yes, around
Okay.
that area.
All right. How old is the child?
She's 5.
Okay. Does mom give anything extra? Has she been doing anything extra?
No, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
So how did you all get to this point? She's on minimum wage child support. Was she working previously?
She was working previously, and then she quit the job, I want to say. I can't really get that backstory out of her, but we had to separate, Your Honor. I couldn't do it anymore.
You couldn't do what anymore?
I couldn't be with her. She started to get very just abusive for what it is. My breaking point, she went upside my head because I couldn't put her food in the microwave.
Oh wow. This lady did that?
Your Honor,
she looks so sweet.
No, you darn near need to get the bailiff in here. I can't. She's very abusive. She can play the funk.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna throw nothing at me, are you?
No, ma'am. No.
Okay. Well, he said you went upside his head. I just want to make sure you don't try to go upside mine.
It was a rough day that day. Your Honor, I'm diagnosed bipolar, and I was just having a really rough day. And our child, she was just really just crying all day, and I just needed a little bit of help. And he was just saying he couldn't help me at home, and so that's why I just kind of acted out.
Support court took a sharp turn today as Mr. Adams returned to request a boost in child support, arguing that the $213 he currently receives each month just isn't enough to cover his daughter's needs. The child is 5 years old, and according to him, her mother hasn't chipped in anything beyond that amount. Judge Vanderby starts by asking how things reached this point. Mr. Adams doesn't hold back. He shares that the child's mother left her job and became violent during their relationship. He even recalls an incident where she struck him over a microwaved meal. The courtroom stiffens, and the judge half jokes about calling the bailiff, but the tension only deepens. That's when the mother reveals she's been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Her voice shakes as she admits the past was rough. She wasn't. On her medication, was mentally struggling and overwhelmed by the challenges of parenting. Despite everything, she says she still cares for Mr. Adams and wants to be better, for their daughter's sake. She's recently landed a managerial position at a fast food chain, earning $55,000 a year, a major step up from her previous minimum wage job. But when it comes to money, she claims she's stuck.
Oh, okay. So it was an isolated incident?
Huh?
Was it an isolated incident?
I'm sorry, when she get her foot going like that, I just... Say it again.
Was it an isolated incident?
What do you mean, isolated?
Like, did that happen one time?
No.
She's gone upside your head numbers of times.
Numbers.
Okay.
Numbers, dozens.
It's because he let my medication, I was off my medication, and he said he couldn't pay for it because it was too expensive, but I'm back on my medication now, and he said we were going to try and work things out. I still love him. I mean, look at him. He's a fine-looking man, and I love our child. And
He's a nice-looking guy.
I really want to work it out, and I just got this new job. And
Tell me about that new job.
well, I'm a manager at a fast food restaurant.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get back on my feet, and but I got a lot of debt, so I have to save that money, and I don't feel like I can pay more child support right now.
How much are you making now at your new job?
I'm making $55K.
55,000. That's a lot from where you're at now.
I didn't have anything before, and I just have a lot of the credit card debt.
Okay.
and health debt, with my medication and my visits.
I understand. You understand that he has things that he needs to pay for you all's daughter, right?
Yes.
And I can only imagine $200 or so for a 5-year-old is not cutting it.
It's not.
You understand that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So it's only fair that your child support is increased because your income has changed and you have the means now to support your daughter a little bit better. Now, that's not to say I understand that you have debt. I understand that you have things that you have to pay for, but with what's in the best interest of the child, your child support should be increased. You understand that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Is your daughter involved in any extracurricular activities or anything?
Yes, she's in ballet.
Ballet, okay. How much is ballet?
It comes to about, I want to say, about $200 a month.
$200 a month? Okay. And she goes throughout the year?
Yes.
Okay. What about health insurance?
I pay health insurance.
All right. How much is health insurance?
It's about $222 a month.
All right.
With credit card debt and medical bills piling up from her treatment, she argues she simply can't afford to pay more. Judge Vunderby listens with empathy, but reminds everyone of the core issue. The child's needs must come first. Debts don't excuse neglecting parental responsibility. Mr. Adams shares more about their daughter's daily life. She's enrolled in ballet, which costs $200 a month, and he covers her health insurance too, another $222. When asked if the mother is present at her daughter's activities, his answer is blunt: no. Their visits are supervised only, and she hasn't shown up to a single ballet class. At that point, the judge pulls out her calculator. Under Texas law, the mother is expected to contribute 20% of her net income to child support. That works out to $780 a month.
Can mom attend any
No.
ballet? No?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. So mom has supervised visits.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So this is what we're going to do, ma'am. We are going to adjust your child support so that it increases to reflect what it should be based on your new income. You testified that your new amount was $55,000. That would bring your gross to $4,580, bringing your net to $3,504. You only have one child? This is your only child?
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
So that's going to be based on 20%, which brings your child support amount to $700.80. Now you do have to reimburse dad for the health insurance, okay? So that $780 plus the $222 for health insurance reimbursement, that brings your monthly obligation to $922.80 per month. Okay? You understand that?
Can I just mention one thing, Your Honor?
Sure.
Reggie, he's a used car salesman, and he sold me this discounted car, and it's just a junk car, and I've been having so many bills from this car.
Okay.
And I just had it in the shop, and it was $750
All right.
because it's just breaking down, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford all this because he's the one who sold me this and said it was a good car.
So what
Your
did
Honor,
you
in
want
my
me to
defense,
do about it?
I sold her that car.
Well, here's the deal. I don't even need your defense because I didn't need her story. It doesn't have any impact on what it is that I have to do. This isn't a divorce where, we're in a temporary orders hearing and we're talking about splitting debts and anything like that. So it's irrelevant to what we're doing here today. However, you have to take care of that expense. That's how you're going to have to handle it. And if the two of you have an issue that ends up having to result in litigation, that'll be done in a different court. Okay? So as of today, your child support has been increased to $922.80. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Add the insurance reimbursement, and her new total comes to $922.80 each month. The courtroom is still. The mother nods quietly until she brings up a curveball. She says Mr. Adams, who sells used cars, once sold her a dud that cost $750 in repairs. Judge Vunderby shuts it down instantly. This is support court, not a used car dispute, she says. Personal issues won't cloud today's decision. The focus is, and will remain, on what's fair and necessary for their child. The final ruling is swift, $920 per month, starting immediately. There's no room for debate. The message is unmistakable. Child support is a legal duty, not a favor. With that, the session closes. Mr. Adams leaves with a sense of relief. The mother appears shaken, but the judge stands firm. No gavel needed. The judgment speaks for itself. It's about stability, structure, and showing up for your child, financially and emotionally. Another case wrapped in support court.